Alright, what's up everybody? This is Zacharias. We are back with more of Avadon 3, the Warborn. We are here in the Four Circles dungeon, so let's explore. You reach the bottom of a long stairway and find an enormous cavern. It's far, far bigger than you expected. A walkway leads to the south, and you can see piles of supplies in the shadows to either side. At first, you think that this is a hidden base for enemy raids. The sign to the south makes you reconsider. This might be the entrance to a school. Aspirant Cimmerian shamans determined to learn the ways of stone to come here to train. It was abandoned when the war began. Now it is cold and quiet. Yet Daum is down here somewhere. He has some serious questions to answer. Rudal is looking around the chamber with great interest. This place is old but recently used. I've never been in a school for training Cimmerian shamans before. It is fascinating. It's like the caves where I was first separated from my clan. I am surprised their practices are still so close to ours. This is a school? Oh yes, if this is like the Wild Realm, their aspirant shamans are brought here for months or years, teaching and testing while separated from their clan. It is both a painful ordeal and a time of great freedom. You were in a place like this? Yes, Wild Realm shamans have to spend a long period separate from the trees and the sun. We need to be able to tap into our powers anywhere, even distant from their source. What do you think is ahead? Cimmerian scum. The only question is if we can learn anything from them before they die. Let's go. Rudal nods. I am eager. After months following Redbeard around, I am eager to do my duty and slay the enemy without his gaze on me. Okay, and also we can loot up in the meantime. You look through this open gate and see another large hall to the south. That chamber is lit by a lake of electrical energy covering the floor. It seems stable, but stepping into it would be a bad idea. Selena checks her tools and wrist flinger. She smiles. Sure to be an ambush ahead. Screams it. Don't want to walk into it until I'm sure all is in order. Another potion of speed. When you enter the hall, you can see that a group of people are waiting on the other side of the lightning field. The bright lights in your eyes kept you from seeing them. Ambush or not, you are a hand of Avadon. You were sent here to find out what is happening, and that requires facing your foes. You step through the gate, determined to keep your fear from showing. You step through the gate and out into the hall. You can see now that it is a massive temple, though some of the benches have been pushed aside to make room for crystal spires and the hellish, deadly walls of magical energy they project. Right after you enter, the gate slams shut behind you. Sure enough, it is a trap. Whoever is on the other side of the death field, you're stuck in here with them. One of them steps forward. It is, as expected, Shaman Daum. You don't recognize the other three, though you're surprised to note that one of them is an ogre. You hear the click of a cane on the stone floor. Daum, the ancient Cimmerian shaman, steps forward out of the shadows. His three guards stay close by, waiting for you to unleash some weird Avadon trickery. Daum looks across the lightning at you and shakes his head. I had hoped it wouldn't be you, Raylan. Many hands are monsters. It doesn't seem you are. You had a good reason to invade the sacred place? Why are you betraying Chief Tilla? Because the only destiny of Chimeria is freedom. Nothing matters but our freedom but from the vicious rule of the pack. Chief Tilla forgot this. We true Chimerians never will. I came to see what you were doing. I understand. I knew when I met you back in Vantok Stead that you would be relentless. Still, I didn't expect you to find 4 circles. What drove you so hard that you must die in this lonely place? I believe there is a meeting happening. You are correct. Well, mostly correct. The meeting concluded, but the participants fled the moment we knew Avadon was coming. We have dispersed, except for me and my guards. We volunteered to stay here and make sure you don't steal our secrets. Who was at the meeting? No friends of yours. Past that, I have nothing to say. What was the meeting of that about? Great things, bold plans, matters of grave import. The pact will learn in time. Not yet. Was Deleth here? Daum is silent. Your guardians? Daum grandly indicates 3 warriors standing with him. Taka, Goramun, and Vincennes. In return for my help, they have stayed to keep me safe. Taka is clearly a Hoklon and probably a Shadow Walker. Definitely a traitor. Goramun is a huge ogre. She is one of the Warborn who help the enemies of the pack. Finally, Vincennes is a small Tawan man. He doesn't seem threatening. You're sure that he is. Daum says, you can stay in this little lightning trap and starve. Of course, honorable suicide is a good option in that case. If you leave your little circle, we will be forced to kill you. Our secrets must stay safe. Enough talking. I'm going to kill you. I hate the pact with all my being, but I must admit your people have an admirable bravado. Do your best, I suppose. I'm sorry, Raylan. We'll leave you to decide how you want to meet your fate. We need to prepare our escape before your allies find you. Time is very short. They turn to go. Daum and his defenders head off in different directions, each determined to destroy useful information before Avadon comes for it. Before Daum exits from view, he looks back at you. He is very old and tired, but he has enough energy left to deal with you. I regret my moment of weakness and sympathy. You are of Avadon. You are murderers and tyrants. I am glad you are about to die. Then he leaves. You are finally free to inspect the crystal pylons that hold you prisoner. They are minor magic, unsuited to the level of power being drawn from them. The pylon to the east is flickering as if it is about to fail. The gallery ahead has a foul odor, a mix of rotting flesh and stinking reptile. Fragments of shedded scales litter the floors, and massive claws have left a line of long ruts in the middle of the floor. Something big and nasty lives in here. It's probably used for some sort of instruction. The hall is quiet, but not for long. A roar echoes through the shadows, followed by the sound of claws scraping over stone. Whatever it is unlikely to appreciate you disturbing it. You turn the wheel, drawing the long chain out of the floor. Eventually, the wheel stops and gets stuck. The lone inhabitant of this gallery is an ancient drake. Its scales are gray and have many gaps. Its teeth and claws are cracked. It's almost blind. Taming it is probably good practice for the young shamans here. Alas, so it can barely see, it gets close enough to smell you. The foul-tempered beast roars and lumbers forward. What the heck was that? And he had a powerful main attack. Now both of them are wounded. Dang. And we'll level that up. And we'll level this up. At least Ray Lynn was strong enough to handle that. That is annoying to have to double click sometimes just to get this, the junk bag, but I get how to get in it just fine. Five vitality, lost to wounds. Ah, screw you. You track down one of Daum's guardians. Taka bears a blade and razor disc of a Shadow Walker. When you find her, she is throwing the last of a stack of scrolls into a fire. When you enter the room, she leaps to her feet. She smiles sadly as she draws her blade. Daum swore I would never have to face Avadon. I was a fool for believing him. Not that I had a choice. What is a Shadow Walker doing here? My story is long, a tale of many years of loyal service, followed by betrayal, followed by banishment. I was forced to seek work as a mercenary in the Far Lands. Your death will be my revenge for my rejection. Die, traitor. Taka expected your attack. Her blade is ready and battle is joined. I don't care about no spine shield. Knock me back to the freaking thing. Dagnabbit, now Raylan's gonna be wounded. Okay, so the enemies here are definitely not to be trifled with. As long as I have as long as I don't have to use a resurrection scroll, I'm good. Alternatively, I probably could have held on a little bit longer if I had a shield. But I'll stick with the spear just to take advantage of it. Honestly, I can't really stand these freaking... These are the training pits where shamans learn to pacify wild beasts. The ogre Goramon is here. She is stamping on piles of clay tablets, crushing them into dust. You can't imagine what intelligence those old artifacts could provide. Goramon turns to you and picks up her club. Hurrah! Smash Avadon! Daum promises good. Smash hand for Warborn. She gives her club a few practice swings. Come for smashing. How did you get here? Ogre send me. I am great give to Tawan. Ogres give me up to show help. Then Deleste picks. No, not say that. Tawan picks me. That what I say. I good at smash. They want smash. What are you doing for the Cimmerians? I smash. They say smash. Point at thing to smash. Then I smash. Alright, time for smashing. Yes. Good. Smash. What I do. Smash. She lumbers towards you, swinging her club. Goramon must be the animal keeper for these caves. Her armor is covered with dense networks of claw and bite marks. She raises a horn to her lips and blows. The sound echoes through the caves, soon to be answered with howling. I can't. This is annoying. I have freaking burning effect still. Wait, what does this do? Charge weapons. Double your attack damage for several turns. Okay. Your foe is seriously wounded. Alas, Daum and Deleste provided them with powerful magical protection. With a single word of command, a cloud of shadows surrounds your target. The shadows immediately begin to flee, looking for a safe place to recover. Yeah, screw your magical protection, though. Screw your magical protection. Buckler of Strength. You know what? I hate to move away from spears since I've been having fun with them, but I feel like I should go ahead and go with the sword and shield combo because I am taking more damage than I really want to this early. So you know what? Let's do that. And we will get bonuses from shield. Yeah, I know I'm reneging on what I said, but at the same time, yeah. It's like, I'm taking way more damage than I want to right now. sandals. But still, for my spellcaster types, staffs are the way to go. Yeah, I gotta have defense, because even though staffs are doing the most damage, I'm still taking more damage than I want to. This complex was once a network of natural caverns. The other chambers were built up into quarters and kennels. This cave is still mostly in its natural state. It's not unoccupied, though. In the dim light, you can see massive shapes lumbering through the shadows. They are gigantic war lizards bred by the Cimmerian shamans. Vincent, the Taiwan guard you saw with Daum at the entrance, is standing in the center of the cave. He is easy to see. He is directing a jet of summon flame into a pile of papers and other stuff. He hasn't seen you yet. You find Vincent standing in the middle of this cave, surrounded by piles of ash. He directs a spray of magic into the piles, making sure you can never tell what he burned up. Then he turns to you. I am Vincent of the Taiwan. I live the dream of my ancestors, long delayed. Selena leans close to you and whispers, their dream is killing us. Then she leans close again. I suppose you already knew that. Just attack. Vincent takes a step back and pulls a wand from his belt. He is not the least bit afraid. Arrogance is the birthright of the Taiwan people. Oh, screw your fatigue. I don't care about your freaking shadows. Get out of here with that. But yeah, I feel like there's such a huge difference now that I put on a shield. Get out of here with that knockback crap, too. How many of you are gonna... You get out of here with that. Okay, magical damage. You turn the wheel, drawing the long chain out of the floor. Eventually, the wheel stops and gets stuck. This is surprising. It's a pure magical workshop. The 8 crystals ringing the room are far too sophisticated to be Cimmerian work. They must have been imported from the Tawan. The 4 crystals to the west are projecting a powerful magical field, strong enough to damage anyone nearby. When you step under the open gate, the crystals all flicker. Some of them start to grow dimmer, others brighter. The deadly fields begin to rotate around the cave. Walking through here will require some care. Okay. What if we go up here then? You turn the wheel with the loud rattling noise, the length of chain rises out of the ground. You turn the wheel hoping it will do nothing about the deadly magical fields. Nothing happens. Alright, well hopefully it did something. Two lockpicks, which we don't have. That's probably just loot anyway. This long gallery is full of new construction. Magic circles, magic crystals, summoning circles, the materials for the Cimmerians to create all sorts of mischief. It all has a Tawan look to it. Someone is having a conversation at the far end of the chamber. You can see Daum there, talking to someone hidden out of sight to the west. You have to get closer to hear what they're saying. Oh crap, I skipped that dialogue. But I know exactly where we saved to, so... Okay. You get close enough to see who Daum is talking to. It's not a person, it's a crystal. The stone says in a soft, calm voice, "It is your time, Daum." Daum casts a spell. A shell of magic surrounds him. Then he slowly turns to face you. He looks very old and small. You wonder when he was last in an actual fight, probably a long time ago. Who were you talking to? Daum looks back at the crystal. It is silent. He says, an ally. The only one remaining to our lonely, brutalized people. I think we need to talk. Daum shakes his head sadly. There may have been a time to talk. It was long ago. Now the pack talks, and Chimeria suffers. Now we can only fight. I won't let you trap me again. Of course, I knew it would come to this. Peace at last. Let this be quick. He raises his staff. The magical shield surrounding him glows brightly. Creatures begin to fade into being in the alcoves to either side. Daum is leaning heavily on his wand. He is calling foes to fight you, but the effort is exhausting him. For a moment, you think he is going to fall. Then he manages to rally for now. Daum submits to his increasing fatigue. The power of his magical shield wavers. Oh, perfect. Oh, dang it. Plenty of times to inflict blows on him and it just didn't work. Okay, yeah, sword and shield makes a huge difference. Well, it's fun testing that while it lasted. But yeah, I think I still like the sword and shield combo the best. As far as warriors go, I mean... As far as, As far as my spellcaster is not as much. Well, that's bull. Daum's shield falls. Your blow strikes him in the head, and he falls to his knees. You ready yourself to attack, but he does not rise again. He looks up at you, blood pouring down his face, drained and defeated. He opens his mouth to speak. Then he bows his head. His staff falls from his fingers. You take it. The crystal speaks. Enough. Daum has fallen. I cannot affect this battle. It is up to you to deal with them, Hand. I still want to know who you are. I will tell you soon. First, the matter at hand. What should I do with you, Daum? I would choose for you to kill me. I am done with the sick land. I do not want to be a prisoner. The crystal says, note his courage. He will not kill himself. Cimmerians find that too dishonorable. A Tawan would have ended his life in an instant in Daum's situation. Fascinating. I have decided. There is a dramatic pause. You have everyone's undivided attention. Daum, I sentence you to death. Daum nods, kneels, and bows his head. You deliver the sentence quickly and cleanly. It is done. The crystal responds, yes, you were victorious. I am not surprised. I have had many personal dealings with your kind, and you never disappoint. Now you will receive your reward, which is... Come, remove me from my pedestal. Take me to your master. I urgently need to speak with him. Who are you? You have not guessed. I am Deless, speaking to you through the stone. I am your enemy and the author of your woes, and I need to speak with your master. This is a trap. If it is, Redbeard's mages will detect it. Your Nicodemus, is it? He is old and eccentric, but I cannot slip a magical trap past him. All the stone contains his words. Do you truly fear words? Selena approaches and inspects the crystal. It just seems like a clear rock. If it's a trap, it's one I don't know about. I've seen them all. Alright, I will take you. Approach this pedestal. Take the stone. I will be silent now and remain silent until I am delivered. Goodbye, Raylin. Safe journey back. I will speak with you very soon. And then the rock is silent. You approach the crystal, but it is silent. You put it into your pack. It's big and awkward, but you can manage it. The gate to the north opens. You are free to escape. Redbeard will want to learn what happened here as soon as possible. Oh, no. We want to come through the other side for Camp Nightshade. We want to come in through this way. As you walk between the blue crystal spires, they begin to hum loudly. Funny, you would always thought they were decorative. Now they have summoned a crowd of agitated eyes who run towards you. They bark questions at you and sort through your bags. Then they find the crystal, the one that Deless used to speak with you. Without a word of explanation, they put on thick leather gloves, take the crystal, and run off to the Keeper's Hall. You have no idea what they plan to do with it. Oh well, time to go report to Redbeard. Alright, let me pull up my document here real quick, so I know exactly what to... Okay, no, that's not what I wanted. I clicked on something else entirely. Okay, so let's... What leveled up with 8 again? Okay. Do that. Do that. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and equip swords on our characters. Bummer about no shield, but whatever. But the staffs can stay on. But we can't equip this on him. Put this on her. Put this on her. Or him. Oh no, not him. Put this on him. Let's see if I can buy shields from I. Oh, just wooden shields. I mean, I'll take them. Because I'd rather have something than nothing. Put one on him. Oh no, that's too much for him? Wow, okay, never mind. Do this. And that. First, let's go upgrade our weapons, and then we can talk to Redbeard. Our runestone. Okay, can't enchant that. Alright, now that we have that taken care of, let's head back to Redbeard. I mean, he's probably going to have something to say about the crystal, but nah. The last crystal was taken from me. What happened to it? Ah, the crystal. The one you say Deleuze used to talk to you. I am not sure I believe you. Both my mages and I inspected it. It seems like an inert chunk of rock. It is being stored in a hall to the east. Secure storage, as it's probably a death trap. I'll have the gate open for you. Please feel free to inspect it. If you can get to react, let me know. I disrupted the meeting. The Cimmerian shaman Daum is dead. You tell Redbeard the tale. He is visibly annoyed. The Les was gone, though. He escaped. We will never know if your slowness let him escape. At least Daum was brought to justice. It will provide the enemy a valuable lesson. However, there is some good news. What is the good news? We sent a message to the Cimmerians. They have no secrets from us. They won't be able to get help the Les promise. They may be closer to surrender. We have done more to gain victory on this front than the Pact has in years. Yet, something is missing. What do we need? Information. We need to learn where the Les is going next. I have suspicions, but we don't have time to wander around aimlessly. We must be sure. I know where you need to go. Where do I need to go next? Redbeard graces you with a vicious smile. Oh, I think it's time for you to pay a visit to with the Pact's loyal ally, Chief Tilla. With all this activity, there is no way she is completely ignorant about where Deles is going next. Return to Vanatokstead. Go to her. Demand that she let us know where Deles and his retinue is going. What if she refuses? Then we will destroy her village. She has been playing with us too much. She has hidden key information from us. She is lucky that I have restrained my wrath. No longer. What if she doesn't know anything? Her son and closest advisor were dealing directly with Deles. She must know something. If she doesn't, she is a fool. She is not a fool. But what if somehow she doesn't? Then we will destroy her village anyway. It will serve as a valuable example to nearby steads. One of them must know something. You brought Redbeard a unique treasure, a crystal you can use to directly communicate with Deles, the mastermind behind this horrible war. You aren't sure why he put the stone in your hands, but Redbeard is suspicious. Apparently, the crystal will only talk to you, and only when you are alone. Redbeard asks you to try to speak with Deles and trying to figure out what your enemy wants. You approach the crystal slowly. Before, Deles spoke to you through it. For all you know, it's a trap. You are half convinced that the thing is about to blow up, taking the whole camp with it. This doesn't happen. Instead, the crystal did what it did before. It hums and glows slightly. Then an insubstantial figure appears above it. Who? What? Who is it? The crystal is... It is Raylan? You must be. You seem confused. Sorry, I was sleeping when the crystal hummed. I am alert now. Is this Deles? It is. I wanted to be able to talk to a hand of Avadon. I chose you. No particular reason. You are simply the first who came along. I'm glad you are willing to speak. I'm not willing. I just walked up to this rock to see what would happen. And now you know. The rock is a rare privilege. It enables you to talk to the Pact's greatest enemy. Whether you use this is up to you. No trap, no scheme. I only want to talk. To what purpose? Why does anyone talk? Understanding. I want to know more about you, and I want you to know more about me. I will not ask your plans or directly attempt to influence you. I will resist your attempts to do the same. Then why are we talking? I simply want the chance to connect with the enemy for just a moment as a human. Do you agree to this? I will speak with you, but you will never convince me of anything. Anything? At all? Ever? I admire the boldness of your resolve. That I cannot even convince you that cake... There is a low humming sound. The image of Deles begins to flicker. Are you still there? The humming grows louder. You brace yourself for an explosion. Then the sound fades, the little figure disappears, and the stone grows dim. You wait, but nothing else happens. This conversation is over. When you approach Redbeard, you see that he's consulting his notes on the Cimmerian situation. One of the scrolls has a rough sketch of Chief Tilla on it. He shows it to you when you approach. The Cimmerians have such a reputation for cruelty and resolve, don't they? And yet, Raylan, they have the same weakness we all do. What is it? Love, family, people we would give anything for. Chief Tilla spent her life winning power and safety for her tribe. Then her son, foolish young Gert, makes the decision and she is ready to abandon it all. Remember this, Raylan. It is a tool you can use and a weakness you should avoid. Have you had a family? I will never tell. You shouldn't even ask. If I do have a family or families, do you know what would happen if my enemies learned about them? Raylan, let me give you some advice. What is your advice? Live a life. Live a full-rounded, well-rounded life, as much as you can. It will help you to stay sane. It will remind you what you are fighting for. It will keep you effective when you need to do horrible things. Just keep your family secret. Otherwise, you will end up lost, like that foolish Farlander Tilla. I will remember that. See that you do. I hope you realize what you truly want and that you can find it and protect it. He rolls up the scroll with Chief Tilla's face. Did you need something? I have spoken to the Delesse Crystal. You did? It reacted? You described what happened. I see. It has stopped communicating with me entirely. What did it say to you? Delesse said nothing of value, just chat. Redbeard's eyes grow cold. He does not believe you. Chat? Like conversation? From the greatest threat the pact has thrown in centuries? Raylan, I don't trust your perception. But if the crystal will talk to you, we must make use of this as best as we can. How? Talk to the crystal whenever you can. I don't care about Delesse's propaganda. I only hope that he will let slip some valuable bit of information we can use to find and kill him. If you learn something, bring it to me. Enough said on this topic for now. Where do I need to go next? Same thing as before. Let's head back to Vanatok Stead real quick. I have come here at Redbeard's request. I understand I have been hard at work looking for any scrap I can feed you to appease your hunger. What do you need? We need to know where Delesse has gone. Delesse. He is real. You know, I didn't think he was until Redbeard came. I thought we were fighting for our freedom. Instead, we were only his puppets, his sacrifices. I have not been dormant. My warriors have questioned all travelers that pass through our lands, especially ones that came from near the Four Circles. I think it would be unwise to hold anything back from us. I will not. We were most enthusiastic in our questioning. I did learn something. A scrap of information. It is small, but significant. Selena laughs nervously. You were interrogating your own people, moving peacefully through your lands? Chief Tilla responds, if you face the same threat, you would have done the same. Tell me what you know, or I will make sure you suffer. He looks down at the floor. I will tell you all. What is it? I have 2 reports. 2, they say the same thing. A large armed force traveling at night. They are trying to stay hidden, but it's not possible in those numbers. They had Tawan soldiers among them. They were heading southwest. They were on the roads to Tor in the lands of the Wild Rim rebels. That is all. You should have told me this well before now. I only just learned. I swear, take that information back to Redbeard. I'm sure it will appease him. If Delesse is going anywhere, I think it will be there. Do you have any more work for me? What? You want a job? No, thank you, Han. We have taken far too much of your time already. Oh, and I got an achievement too. Drive Delesse out of Camaria. Hold down the shift key to see the names of all visible creatures. Okay. Well, let's go back to Redbeard and see what he says. I've spoken with Chief Tilla. Deleth is going to correct Tor. Redbeard leans forward. Correct Tor. I know that place. He calls for maps to be brought to him. Yes, it is in the Wild Realm, west of here. It is an ancient meeting place. It is in Rebel lands. Deleth is going to meet with the rebels. He must be trying to keep them in the war. There is another chance to stop him. Redbeard looks up at the guards and barks an order. Prepare, warriors. We must depart. Then he turns to you. We are going. Before we do, there is one small bit of trivia to settle. What is it? You seem to have potential, Raylan. You show great initiative for a hand. I would like to evaluate your judgment so I can use you best. Go on. Chief Tilla and her village have tried to cozy up to the pack, to keep themselves safe from war. Yet, they hid key information from us. If they had spoken to us sooner, we might have caught Deleth and saved great bloodshed. Normally, in such a case, Avadon engages in retribution. Before I leave, I can send a force to raid Vanatok's dead. What do you think I should do? Full destruction is not necessary. One solid raid should do it. Redbeard smiles and nods. A proportionate response. Calmly decided, free of emotion. Moderate burning, limited killing. It will be done. As a favor, I'll make sure they know you gave the order. Then you will be feared. Anyway, I am ready to give you your next orders. Haste is necessary. Where do I need to go? Redbeard makes a mark on your map. Travel to Correct Tor. Something major is happening there. Big enough to draw Deleth. Hurry there and find out what. Oh, hang on. There is a gathering of Wild Realm rebels in the ancient stronghold of Correct Tor. It might be possible to deal with them in the hope of bringing their rebellion to an end. You need to travel there and find a way to meet with their leader, learn why Deleth was meeting with them. Okay, I do need to save the game right here, though, so I will see you on the next part.